Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust. This is for Wednesday, July 27th. It's the 27th already. It feels like the 27th is going to be a special day. Anyway, it's also for timeless anytime you stumble upon it. So I am in the midst of Art Week, and one of my favorite artists is Royo. I guess he's not super widely known, but he is a fantasy artist, and I love his work. There's the back. And so, like, this is one I've used for profile pictures. This one, I used this image when I was talking about the number 555, the balance between material and spiritual. That kind of is what the vibe that this gives me. I love this. This lover's card is one of my favorites. So romantic. Now, some of them can be kind of suggestive, and there is also a lot of nudity in this deck. So I'm just going to show you some of this is the cover. This one is so pretty. I just love that one. There's a lot of beautiful cards in this. A lot of beautiful images and artwork. A lot of good-looking people. It's definitely got a dark energy. It's called Dark Tarot. It also has, kind of a sensual quality. I love this one and, yeah, these kind of water ones. There's only two of them, but they're kind of cool, I think. See-through, watery ones. The woman is highlighted in her strength and power in this deck. So I think that's pretty cool. Also, it feels sort of like a devil deck. I don't know how else to explain it, but there's a lot of that energy throughout. You know, the beasts and the demons and, fighting against the demons and also struggling with your demons. That kind of thing. And power, That's the devil card. That's pretty scary. But yeah, so to me, I call this my Capricorn deck because of Capricorn being associated with the card of the devil. It just has that kind of, very strong energy. Anyway, we'll see what we get. It's going to be interesting. But I just like this deck and I can't help it. And I'm sorry, I'm a Scorpio, so no, I think it's going to be nice. It's a really, really interesting meanings. It really puts the power back into the feminine. And yesterday, since we had a little bit of that, you rule. But, I put you rule instead of, gender specifically who's ruling there. But it felt a little more like the feminine as the boss. There's a few other cards that I didn't show you, so I'm just... Okay, we have... Oh, good. I like this one. The Ten of Cups. And this is the Five of Wands, right? And interesting, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, we'll get a nice zoomed in and get our message. So the Ten of Chalices or Ten of Cups is definitely the all-encompassing contentment, the feeling beautiful within a connection, the feeling joyous and happy. But I sense there is a bit of an upcoming battle through the Five of Wands, whatever this could signify. This feels a little bit more to me like this Seven of Wands, like a defense instead of a Five of Wands, which is battle or fight or mock battle. Or it could be mock battle, but then we land on the Three of Pentacles, which looks like a win, like you've won the fight, you won the battle, you're coming into collaboration. Now we have a really interesting looking Three of Pentacles here. It's almost like the Little Mermaid and the Sea Witch, like making a deal with this big frog thing. So on that note, I think I'm going to give you the message from the book too, and then see how, what I like to do oftentimes is get my downloads, really, really check in my downloads with the images presented, and then also refer to the book to see how everything meshed together. So I do that a lot in my readings because I like to see all points of view with my Libra rising. All right. So 10 of chalices definitely is this looking at a bright future with the tools of peace and war in your hands. All around the mountains are soft and the sun shines. Okay, so there's choices here. There's peace and war. And it does feel like a connection, a union that has to be defended somehow, some way. It feels like that's what's coming through. The Five of Wands is champions waiting for the battle, a winter war for a blessed spring. So if it's like going through the winter of your life, wherever you are, even if like some of you may stumble upon this in winter and it would just really ring true. Some of you are in winter in the southern hemisphere. Some of you may be just symbolically going through kind of a winter period in your life, which means things are very still, very quiet. There's not a lot of movement, not a lot of action. But the winter war is like an action through this, in this period of stillness where you actually fight and defend yourself or defend your union. Maybe you've connected, some of you may have connected with a person and everything was very peaceful for a while, like it was like you were in hibernation, like it was just the two of you and no one else in the outside world existed. And now there's coming a time where your union or your connection might be challenged, or you're having to step outside your cave and meet the real world and put your real world feelings, your feelings to the real world. In other words, some of you may have a 5D connection, but may be coming into the 3D. Oftentimes I see the Three of Pentacles as representing 3D, the material, the tangible. And how would that look and how would that feel for you if you had these dreams come true and you were able to live together in the 3D, if you were able to have a home, have a life, have a family. Even if you didn't have a family, if you stepped outside the spiritual bubble and you became tangible, it's almost like the mermaid when she finally gets her legs. What would she do with those legs? She would run, first of all. She would dance. She would do all the things that she couldn't do before. But with, this gift, also, she had a sacrifice where she had to turn in her voice. So what would you do without a voice? How would you communicate? There's a lot of adjustments. That's what I was thinking to myself just the other day. When you have when you're dreaming of your person and thinking of a life together, as wonderful as it may be, it's still a change, and you still would have to make adjustments. And you just have to, I'd say it's healthy to imagine those adjustments as well as the happy picture, right? To imagine Imagine overcoming any obstacles that could be in your way. And I think that could be part of this. There could be some people, there still could be like the naysayers out there, or the people who like to challenge you, or even within your own mind, sometimes you challenge yourself. And it's important to just rest and let yourself be at peace and defend yourself, defend your connection. The Three of Pentacles in this book is saying mastery is skill or ability. The perfection of a gift. Meeting something is something different. Meeting something different. Okay. So she's not trading or bargaining or doing anything unusual. She's just meeting the unusual. So this could be a meeting of, this is the 3D. You're meeting this person, and 3D is going to be different from 5D. So some of the expectations may be different. Whatever you your expectations were may not actually materialize the way you expected them to, but they may actually be better, so you're seeing somebody and you're like, whoa, okay, we really do have a connection, wow. Or it's just different, because this is what happened to me when I met somebody that I had been in a long distance relationship and I hadn't met for 6 months. We were talking to each other. And so there's like a perception of the person when you hear their voice. There's a perception of the person when you see their face, even on video, that's different than seeing them for real in the physical, in person. So the first thing I know is, whoa, you're so tall, and there's just different things. And there is an adjustment. So at first it was just mainly, well, let's just talk, because that's where we're good at, And then after feeling comfortable and familiar, the familiarity, then it was an amazing, the physical thing starts to some of you will have the instantaneous physical attraction and just that's it, and some of you may have to just a little bit more. So that's what I'm saying. For those of you who are doing this kind of meeting, long distance, twin flame, 3D, 5D, whatever, I feel like those kinds of things are coming through. It definitely feels like a love reading, since we started off with 10 of Cups. And I think that if it's any other area in your life, it's just about feeling good with your choices. Sometimes you have to defend them. Sometimes you'll meet strange people along, different people along the way, but, not judge a book by its cover. And I feel like the majority of you are really good at that. Like, you're very open-minded about the people you meet and the people you collaborate with. So I think it's a very positive reading. And wow, I kept talking tonight. This one's just it seems very powerful to me. There's a lot behind it, a lot going on. The 27th comes out a lot in my timing videos for the Lenormand, and so maybe the 27th is going to be a really monumental day for some of you out there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.
Please subscribe.